face Algeria in the preliminary for the quest for the Gambia to qualify for the Nations Cup South Africa 2013. What would be at the back of your mind as a captain, getting ready to lead your team out to go and face Algeria in a most crucial game?
As we always said, we just keep on repeating ourselves, because all these players are ready, and then we want to qualify. We want to qualify 2013. We want us Gambian people to sit on TV watching Gambia is playing, and that's it. Because now we are here, and then we're willing to do everything. We come in here and then to do everything, because going there training morning and afternoon, and then you think that we're gonna go out there on Wednesday for lose? No, everybody's going there to win, and then we are willing to do everything, do or die to get the results on Wednesday. And then all my players, I'm behind them and the technical staff, and then everybody's ready, and then tell them, to do everything on Wednesday to get the results, and then inshallah everything's gonna go well on Wednesday.
To the coach Peter, in Burkina Faso and of course in the Gambia, we've seen the mistakes that was done by a professional in the name of Aziz Koryan, costing us our qualification to the 2012 African Nations Cup. Why did you still invite this player? Is it that you don't have confidence in the other players that are in the country, the home-based players, or other players that are away play in the same position?
In as much as we cherish our home-based players, we have to be realistic. We just started the league, and all of us, you are watching the league. Are we seeing the entertaining football that we all know of? You cannot just start a season. These players have been playing for the past years and so forth, and they have been doing well. And some of them are in their transition period in their clubs. That's why we have them back and then blend it with the players we have here. Because the players we have here, in as much they are good, we need to raise their standards. I think if the technical director tells you we have been fighting on cancelling the midweek matches, because even the coaches at the club level, let us be realistic, they cannot even work with these players because they play weekends, they play midweek. When will the players be available for the coaches to work with them? And you need to work with your players for at least 2-3 years to have the best out of them, so that they would believe in your philosophy and come with what we have. We are not saying that they are not good. Look, we have camped 8 of them. That shows you at least we are trying to raise their standard to reach the professional level, because all of them are vying to one day be the professionals. And as I said earlier in my interview, my desire is to build a very good home-based team, so that even when the professionals come, you wouldn't know who is the professional and who is the home base. But that takes time. And we have to be realistic. Let's allow our players to grow, and we pray for them that whenever they are given the opportunity to play with their professionals, they would be captured, and also they join their fellow professionals in the foreign land. No matter what, we respect them. They are doing fine, but football have its stages. That's why we are blending them, and they are learning from them. So it's a teamwork. So we will try to produce the best and continue with. What is most important is the player who is ready to play with his heart. No matter what they come with, as T-Boy said, if they come with 1,000 professionals, we have our pride to protect, and we would do it with all humility. So we know them, we have tapes of them, and you see, when a team is in camp, they do a lot. And all these things you are asking, we do it here. That's our in-house work. We work with our players, even not with me, players. I would thank the professionals here, because whenever they come, they would gather themselves, them as professionals, they would gather the young players and try to share their experience and motivate them and try to see the way forward. And I think if you can have that in a team, it's a blessing in disguise, because already they are doing part of my job for me. So that's the psychology these professionals are doing with these players. We thank them for it. And it's not happening now. It has been happening all the way. So I think that we are working very hard with it, and be rest assured, all that needs to be done, the psychology, even we have worked with people who would come and talk to these players. All of those things have been done. So all is geared towards preparing this team to get the best results. And these are players that we know, a nation that we have played with, and the players are really determined to, you heard them say it. You think these players travel long distance, come here, you think they would just come here to lose? No, they are sacrificing a lot. Maybe the press, you don't know much of the sacrifices these players do. They come here, sacrifice all their match bonuses. Why? Because of the love they have for their country and want to put their country on the top mark. So I think we need to support them and give them all the necessary moral, financial, or whatever that they need to finish the job. It's a matter of just going there and finish it. I will just give you one story to crown up all these things. There used to be a village. They always say, people disturb here and there. And you know what the alcalde of the village did? One fine day he called everybody, said, oh, our village, the person who has been deterring our development, who has been deterring our progress is dead. But before we bury him, everybody will have to come and see this person who has been tormenting our lives. Everybody was eager to see. He made the coffin, put it in the courtyard, and everybody would come to see the face of this person who has been hindering the development or the qualification of that nation. Whenever somebody comes and look at the person, he's speechless. He goes and sit down until everybody went through, and the whole hall was as quiet as a graveyard. Now, it is me asking you the question now. Why was that place as quiet as the graveyard? No, the journalists, you are part of Oskemo. Let the journalists answer. Now we are asking now. You have been asking for us the whole morning. Why was that place as quiet as the graveyard? Haji.
Now let me give it a try.
So let's walk as a team.
Thank you very much. Yes, most.
Yes, Bono and Keva, this goes to you. I don't know if we are very much abreast with the seismic nature of the changes in the shift of this game and the magnitude it carries in not turning things around. Keva, you talked about the status quo. We want to change the status quo. We don't want to maintain it. We don't want to beat them here and just to make things around. I am of the idea that the status quo has to change. Change in the sense needing, willing, and preparing to play, to give everything they have for the country. That needs to be taken into consideration with the help of the technical...
It's a move in the right direction, because all the shortcomings in the former preparations we are taken into consideration, and you heard him that this time even the ticketing, which was one of our biggest problems, have been solved. So that has shown that there have been a lot of work behind the scene, which maybe you journalists are not been privileged to, but all has been done to make sure, as you said, the status quo have to change.
Welcome.